As you can tell, we do not have a guest with us today. It's just a little solo pod. No, not doing that. I haven't done that in a while. So today we're just going to kind of give you some update on us. You know, a lot of the time we focus on other people, and we thought it was finally time for us to just.
That's a good point. So should we just like interview each other?
Be selfish for each other. Yeah. Yes. Do you want me to who's going first?
Yeah. Like any question.
Sound like a weird voice. Also, I think we should acknowledge the outfits for today. Kyra picked out.
Oh, yes.
The outfit.
I thrifted this from some kind of thrift place, I'd assume. And then this hat I got from Carter's closet.
Which I thrifted from Goodwill for a
Should we like
Jurassic Park themed party.
My shirt's from a thrift store, my hat's from a thrift store, my pants are from Shein. These wool,
Embarrassing.
These wool socks I think are honestly like part alpaca because my feet get really cold. These shoes are Nike, shout out. And this is from Target, I think. These earrings are.
I'm not gonna go that in depth, but I got this hat from the same Goodwill that I got that hat at.
That hat, it honestly scares me a little bit.
It was for a Halloween costume. I was gonna be a knight.
What?
That's what I can see.
Doesn't even go.
Yeah, it's a children's size. No, please don't. Ow! But
it's so small. yeah.
So
That looks good.
Ow! My gosh, it's playing on my hair. Okay, okay.
Just like bald.
And then I got this shirt at a thrift store, a different one, and yeah, I already talked about my outfit because it's not important. But let's online dating. So Kyra, I actually want to tell a story because I know this thing about you that you haven't told people yet. But are you currently able to go on Tinder?
No.
Why?
Why are you so weird? You're literally the most weird boy in all the land. With little night hats. I have a significant other. He's 80 years old.
I wasn't talking about that. I was talking about the time
Oh!
that you got banned off Tinder.
I got banned off of Tinder and Hinge.
You gotta speak up a little bit. So
I got banned off of Tinder and Hinge.
Do you want to tell the story
No.
why?
I don't even know why. I gave the apps to my dear friend, shout out Mike, and I think he was just swiping too fast or something and too aggressively, and then the next day I was literally banned off both of them. I thought I was about to shit my pants because I thought I sent something inappropriate, but then like to get banned on both of them was pretty bizarre.
That's pretty crazy. Mike is kind of crazy though. Crazy.
Shout out
Get
Mike.
crazy, get wild. That might be copyright.
Okay. Have you ever been banned from anything in your life? Chuck E. Cheese?
No, I don't think I've ever been banned before for anything. Definitely not any of the dating apps. I've had the same account since I joined all of them.
Yeah,
and,
it's pretty embarrassing to wake up one day and just everything's gone.
Is it?
No.
I guess it is.
Oh yeah, it's embarrassing. But is it life-threatening?
You've
No.
never found anybody off of dating. That's not true. You have that one guy, but
I want to throw up.
it's kind of important for me. It is a crucial
It honestly is
point.
a big killer of your
and
personality.
It is, yeah.
In like a good way. Not like in a, oh my god, you're on so much we hate you type of way.
Yeah, I think so. I don't know if this actually boosted my confidence recently, but I was hooking up with someone, and this past weekend. I don't. That's not that important. But he made a comment about how we were talking. He was like, "Oh, are you DL down low for those who don't know, or like private?" And I was like, "No, I'm out to everybody. You know, I don't really care." And I asked him, and he's like, "Yeah, like kind of, but not really. I'm like more private. I'm not like DL, but I'm like private." Okay, whatever. And I was like, I kind of picked up on that because you don't have your face in any of your pictures. And then he made the comment. He's like, "Well, yeah, I used to have face in it, but then after I didn't, I got more messages."
Oh.
And I was like, "Oh, that's an interesting thought." And so
Is this Grindr or
yes, this
Tinder?
is Grindr.
Oh, okay.
So it's more like hookup based. You know, you just show like your apps or what you have. No. Because you can't show any nudity on like your profile. You can only send that.
Right.
I don't actually know if you're supposed to send it on the app.
Do you? Do they?
So that's the thing. Like, their policy says I don't think you're supposed to do it, but then also they have like enabled the system to make it really easy for you to send it.
And it's like not regulated heavily then?
No, not regulated at all.
Okay.
But since this conversation, I have removed all my face pictures and just put pictures of my body, and I have gotten a lot more messages.
Really?
So, it's kind
That's
of
so
been.
weird. I feel like the face is like the selling point for me.
That's what I thought at first too. I was like, I feel like I have a nice face, but
Well, that's interesting. Well, you
Getting
said
a lot more
like
messages.
though in the past that you're much more into like bodies and like they have to have a nice build, right?
yeah.
Like
Yeah.
if somebody had an ugly face but like an amazing body, would you hit versus the opposite?
I don't know, because I'll be honest. Recently, I did hook up with somebody with, actually, well, to be honest, so the hookup I just had, he had a pretty good face, but not a great body.
Okay.
In person, the pictures were pretty good, but
Okay.
in person it was subpar. But then another guy I hooked up with before, he had a really good body, but his face was like not great.
Yeah. Which
And
one were you more into? Recall.
well, I was both in very different states of mind for them.
Fair.
I don't know, they're both like awkward. I think that's one of the things is that you need to be like, I think like the way you use your body is the most important. Like, because if you're like kind of like not geeky, but just like uncomfortable, like more like lanky, don't know what to do with your body, that's like not hot. I don't like that.
A lot of boys are like that.
Yeah.
Like a lot. I feel like most of them are actually, especially like tall, skinny dudes. They're naturally predisposed to being kind of like not spatially aware, you know?
I need somebody who knows how to like use their hips.
Oh, that's so real. It's like really hot.
I feel like that's like a key. Like it doesn't indicate definitely like certain like good sex or like anything like that, but it's like a good like if you know how to use your hips, you overall like know what to do with your body.
Yeah, I think just being athletic in general too. Because I feel like some of them, they feel like they go hand in hand.
I don't know though, because I've hooked up with some athletic people and they've not been good in bed. The one with not the greatest face, he was pretty athletic and he.
Oh, what makes him bad in bed though?
He just like.
What?
He
This is a question I have
like
for you. Like,
move.
if you're having a hookup with then he's not athletic. Athletic means you're like flexible enough to do athletic
But he
stuff.
like was good at sports.
That doesn't
He played baseball.
Because like you can be really good at a sport, but like if you're not athletic or like flexible at your core, then like that's like
I'm
you
not
could
flexible.
Exactly.
You're saying I'm not good at sex?
No, because like a lot of boys, they're not flexible, or like they don't stretch, they don't do X, Y, Z, and I think it genuinely like just inhibits their ability. Like some people who are like naturally athletic, because you can be an athlete.
I hate those people. I'm gonna be honest.
I know, but they're probably
good at
they're probably good at it. Because like if you could like go and do any sport, that means you're naturally predisposed to like athletics positions. But like if you've been training to be a tennis player your whole life and you only know how to play tennis, but you can't like dribble a basketball to save your life, probably not good at it. Fact.
Fair. That's.
Moral of the story: diversify your athletic portfolio before going into the real world.
Interesting. That's like.
That's honestly how my hot take. Or I think it just makes you more attractive in general. Not even like when it comes to being good in bed, but if you're just like overall kind of athletic and can pick up on things easier. Because like
That's for us.
If I watch somebody and if they couldn't, like my ex, like the way he would throw a baseball gave me the ick. That was kind of like. Like I just like can't.
The way that he just like casually went back.
Like, do you know what I'm saying? Versus
Yeah.
like if you're like kind of good at something already, it's like.
My dad, when growing up, the biggest thing he was like, you need to know how to throw a ball. And it's like weird. I'm like a kind of a shy person, and I would like kind of throw it like this, and he's like, no, your elbow needs to be above your shoulder.
Yeah. Well, actually, this is a question I have for you, because like I'm not. I like to think I'm not a victim of Freud, but sometimes I do look for qualities that my dad has in a partner. Do you see yourself having a similar experience, or like what are the qualities that you
I
look for?
don't
Or like make it nice.
think so. Yeah, well, so I don't know. I think one thing is that I'm somewhat similar to my dad in some points.
Oh, so do you maybe look for stuff like that your mom would possess? Like those complimentary things?
Maybe, I don't know.
I hope not, because like Freud, I don't want to be a Freudian person, but
I do think though
It's
that you're
interesting.
kind of attracted to your parents. I understand.
no, I won't go that far.
Not, but like people who like
characteristics.
yeah, characters.
No, like 100%. Because I like hate doing any manual labor, and I grew up with a dad who would do all that stuff for me, so I feel like I kind of search for that subconsciously.
Yeah, no, because I like my
It's
dad
so
does
gender
that
too.
stuff, and so I like to do that stuff, but I do it to like
so, but
connect
you
with
also
my dad.
Like, you also though like cuddling and being cared for, so that might be a more like maternal thing that you look for, or I think it's just like a normal thing in general for like people. Like I'd search for that anyways, but I find myself like I feel like in a relationship I'm very like nurturing, almost like a mother, but like not in like a weird way, but in like I'm gonna care for you type of way.
That makes sense. So I get that.
You know, shout out Freud.
Yay! So you wanted to sing?
Freud is right. We didn't realize it till now. We thought he was wrong. Then my dad came along.
Okay, we'll cut that off. Cut that there.
My question is, like when you go to meet someone on a dating app, whether it's to hook up or go on a date with them, what like makes an experience good or bad from like start to finish? Or like in your experience, like what's been like, this is a green flag, like they do this, this, and this at this point in time, at this point in time, and or like what's like a bad thing that people have done?
I think earlier on the pod we talked about my love language being words of affirmation, and so if I like,
even early on,
yeah, I need to feel like comfortable.
what do you think are like appropriate things to be saying at each stage? Because I've experienced this myself, because I am also really words of affirmation-y, but like also if you're like saying I love you, like
Yeah, no, not I
as
love
day in,
you,
then that's like bizarre.
but just like a word of like, oh, I really enjoyed hanging out with you,
Yeah.
or like, oh, the guy I hooked up with the other day, I said like, oh, you're a good kisser. He didn't say it back.
Yeah.
Or like I said some other compliment and he didn't say it back, and I was
Yeah.
like, I don't know if you just like don't mean that as well,
It's
or
just
if
not
like
his love language. It's
Yeah.
tough, like learning people's love languages, which is why I feel like online dating is so hard. Because I'm a very direct person, so like with people I date, I like tell them what I need from them. Because I'm not gonna be like beating around the bush and just getting upset about it. But I feel like in online dating, I would just like get so frustrated and sick of people so quickly just because they wouldn't know it automatically.
Yeah, that's true. And it's like, I don't know, I'm like, it's maybe a little bit of karma because I do ghost a good amount of people, but I don't like being well, I don't know. I don't think anybody likes being ghosted. I think it obviously like fulfills some sort of,
Yeah.
I don't know if there's necessarily, to be honest, like I understand why other people do it because I do it, and it's just like, it's almost like it never gets to the point where you need to be like, oh, I'm done talking.
Yeah.
So it's like what you say.
It's like bye.
But I don't know. I have got, as of recently, I have had several people flake on me on dating apps.
Oh, well, it's like, do you get like offended by it easily, or do you kind of just like one in, one out?
I don't really get offended by it, but I would almost be like, why are you like talking to me then? Like if you're just gonna flake. But also that's so true for me too. Like I literally will just talk to somebody or
I
snap
think that's what
somebody.
makes dating apps so hard. I've never been like flaked on it. I've had people like unadd me before, but like rejection is hard. Or like not even hard. It's just like not ever gonna make you feel good about yourself.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, that's one of the guys actually that flaked on me this weekend. I had talked to him earlier, and he had just like abruptly unadded me on Snapchat one time. So he was like, we talked on Grindr, moved to Snapchat. He just unadded me for some unknown reason, and then he messaged me again on Grindr, and now we're gonna go on a date.
Oh, what?
and
so
then he came up with some excuse for this
actually
weekend.
a really funny story about being catfished.
Tell it to the pod.
I actually totally forgot about this because it's probably the most mortifying experience of my life. I got fucking catfished. This one dude messaged me, such a cutie patootie, but like, I don't want to attribute this to being a woman, but women are just astute as f. So then I added him on Snapchat, and then sorry, astute as heck, and we literally Charlotte and I, we were like going through it. The minute I showed her the page, I was like, something feels so weird. Like, he was so cute, but the way he was like responding so quickly and like over communicating, I was like, there's like, boys at this caliber don't like behave like that.
Mm-hmm.
And so I added him on Snapchat, and I'm like, he asked for my phone number, and I was like, okay, whatever. So then, you know how when you get a phone number and you like create a contact, it'll like go to Snapchat, and then it'll like, you can add them on like quick add.
Oh.
And his username was not the same as his like name. Like, it was like, I don't even remember. Again, I've plugged it so far into my memory.
That's some. I've never done that before. Taking the.
Yeah.
Okay.
Big brain. And we looked through Snapchat. He's so freaking ugly, dude. Like, he was like this little. He kind of looked like you know, like a chav boy in like England. Like, they wear like puffy jackets.
Oh,
jeans.
yeah.
He was really short and thick. Oh my god, it was so bad. I was mortified. He was so cute too. Like, whichever guy he was pretending to be. But it's okay. Everything works out for a reason.
This is true. I had one time there was I'm from Minnesota and we're in Arizona, and one time on my Tinder there was somebody from my high school who is fully straight, and he showed up as like a thing, and I was like, and there's a different name also, and I'm like, oh, somebody's using my not really a friend but somebody I know picture on Tinder as a catfish.
That
for
must
gay
be
people.
Such a weird thing to go home. I think when I went home and I went on the app, I passed like one person I knew, and I was like, nope. Did you use it actively when you're home?
I didn't. Oh.
How many people were at your high school?
There were 400 people in our graduating class.
Oh, it's very big.
Yeah. What was yours?
200.
Oh, yours is
less
small.
than 200. Yeah.
Crazy. But yeah, no, it was like the only weird part was when I saw something on Grindr. That was like kind of like, oh. But on Tinder, it's like, I don't know, I would just swipe left.
Oh, I just hate it. I hate seeing it. And then I hate when they swipe right and they're like, hey, did you go to Piedmont? Let's hang out. And I'm like, no.
Yeah, it's weird. It's
so cringy.
I don't know.
There's so many people from my high school who still just like lollygag around the city. So cringy.
I could not do that. I could not stay in the same place.
And I'm like from a city. So like, if you're like still hanging out there when you have so many options around you, leave.
That's true. Yeah,
So especially yours though, like I can't imagine staying in Minnesota.
It's cold, depressing. Shout out to our Minnesota viewers.
Are you guys like hella alcoholic though? Or is that
Wisconsin? Yeah.
So at least you have that to keep you company.
But yeah, I don't know. Is that the only time you've been catfish, or you can catfish more?
So it's like so weird. My self-esteem dropped because I thought I was doing something wrong, but now I can go back and laugh about it because like, how the fuck can I help that?
Yeah, it's pretty bad. I've been catfished honestly several times.
I have catfish people.
I've never done that. Don't catfish, as we said in the last episode. Do not catfish people.
It would be fun though, just like do one time.
No,
I feel horrible about it. What am I
no. We don't endorse that activity.
No.
But yeah, I don't know. It's online dating's weird. I'm in this weird state. Oh, do you want to talk about because it's coming up? Valentine's Day is coming up, and as Kyra mentioned, what are you pointing at me for? I don't have a Valentine's Day.
Well, you're throwing a party. I thought you were gonna tell them about that. Then we could talk about our red flags.
Oh, okay, yeah. So, well, I was gonna talk about you and your boyfriend's Valentine's Day plans. I don't think Kyra's gonna let us talk much about her relationship. So, no, none of that. That's even worse. So yeah, so for Valentine's Day, we're throwing a red flag party.
These will be here?
I don't think they will be here, but we'll still be needing to film the podcast. He'd stop on
Yeah, we film it during the party and just have people like walking around and stuff.
That might happen. That might
Should
actually
we like take,
really
or we could
fun.
do it in your room and we could take a new person in like every 5 minutes.
I'll think about that. That would be funny. But so
5 stories roulette.
we were trying to figure out what our red flags were, and what did you say yours was?
I have so many. Let's name them. Ready? Well, I'll
Just
go
like go
first,
back
then
and
you-
forth. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So you
Okay.
go first.
The one I'm gonna go with is probably iPad kid. Fact.
So bad. So bad.
Lazy is probably the most.
Oh, wait, no, I thought we were doing like.
Oh, okay.
I do
got
one.
it.
You do one. I do one. A peanut allergy. I feel like that's a red flag.
And an egg allergy. So even more
Yeah.
embarrassing.
Yeah.
Lazy. I'm really, really, really lazy. I'm like one of those girls. Can you like insert a picture, please, of Willy Wonka grandparents from Willy Wonka and the Chocolate
No,
Factory?
no, I'm not inserting that. I'm not inserting that. Not happening.
I love lying in my bed. If I have a choice between lying in my bed for 2 days or going on a single hike, I will pick the first one.
I'm a Gleek. That is my second one. I love Glee. I'm currently indoctrinating Reed in the Glee fandom.
Who's your favorite character? Who's my favorite?
Oh, I don't know if I have a favorite character. I like
Becky Jackson.
Santana. I was gonna say Becky Jackson is my second one actually.
What?
Do you not like Becky? I like Becky. Okay, girl. Be careful. But yeah, or Brittany. I like Brittany too.
Okay, that's a good one. R.I.P.
I don't really like any of the guys.
Well, everyone loved Leah Michelle's character, Rachel Berry.
You do?
No, I'm kidding.
Do you think she can read?
Oh my god, I saw shit about that or stuff about that on TikTok. What?
I love one of my favorite activities is if a Leah Michelle thing ever shows up on my For You page. If you go to the comments, people will write a comment and then they'll be like Leah translation and it'll be emojis just spelling out what they said. It's so
That's
funny.
Really funny. That's really funny.
So people would just be wilding out in the comment section of her videos. It is crazy. Okay, we'll do 2 more each.
Okay. Impatient.
Oh wait, no, I think it's my turn. You said you were lazy. Oh no, you're right. You are. Oh my gosh. Kira is so impatient. When we hang out, I show up maybe like 30 seconds late to her. Like she'll wait 30 seconds down to pick me up.
4 minutes. But you know why I wait only 30 seconds? Because I tell you that I'm here when I'm at the Starbucks.
Yeah, but I've started to learn that you do that.
Okay, well then I'm just gonna start saying it even sooner.
And I show up like relatively on time.
I know, but then when I say that, we're always there at like more similar times.
See, but I figured it out, so I'm on time.
Okay, fine. I will tell you I'm there when I'm there, and I'll count how much time.
Are you gonna tell me you're on your way when you're on your way?
Yeah.
Okay,
I will tell you when
didn't do
I'm
that
turning
last
the
time,
corner.
so- No, I want you to tell me when you leave your house,
Okay.
and then when.
No, he's not wrong though. I'm really impatient. I don't like waiting for things. The only time I like wait in lines like willingly is like Disneyland. But like I went to Chipotle the other day and it was probably like a 20-minute wait and I wanted to hurt some myself. And then a group of like soccer players came in, like female like tweens soccer players, and they were
like a community league.
no, like probably club. They were like 13, 14, like just a whole team of soccer girl, right? That was my reaction.
You gross.
And I was like, ew. And then Lauren's just like, why are you saying ew? And I was like, look at them. They were just like, and it's just so cringy. Something about tweens.
Children. Take your birth control, everybody.
You too. Take your birth control. You go.
Oh, you had one for me that I can't remember. That was good.
Gay?
No. What was it? Well, you said bottom, but my sty. That could be one right now. Hopefully it'll be gone by the time we have this.
Did you already say it goes on Grindr a lot?
Oh yeah, always on Grindr. That is actually a really big red flag. I'm always on Grindr.
I'm indecisive. Like really indecisive. Like I need to look at a menu before I go to a place, because I won't be able to decide in time.
You don't decide on anything. You're never like, this is my choice.
Oh, never. I have to like agonize over it for like days.
Is it like a personality trait?
It's just anxiety.
Oh, that's fair.
Yeah. It's not just came out of my nose. Okay, look at
That's
this one.
gross. I don't.
Blonde?
No. What? My mullet? Is that a red flag?
No, I like your mullet.
Okay, thank you.
I think blonde is one though. Sometimes
Blonde? A red flag? Blonde?
honestly, yeah, because like they're really Aryan. Maybe it scares people.
Aryan race. That's actually a better one.
Aryan.
I don't know if I love that though. I don't know if I love putting that on a shirt and saying that's
Yeah, no,
what I
it's not
am.
a red flag.
Because then it like insinuates
Oh,
that
can't drive.
I can drive. I can drive. I don't have a car, but I can drive.
I need proof.
I have driven you.
No.
I'm pretty sure I have.
No.
I've driven Reed. I've driven Maddie.
They're all part of the simulation. It's fake. You're imagining things. You're crazy. You're acting
I'll
crazy
drive
right
you
now.
to softball. How about that?
No, I'm not trusting you with my vehicle.
Oh my
You're gonna go
God.
straight into a wall.
What wall would I even go
China, the great one.
in? The great one? No, that's not a good one. Can't drive's kind of funny, but it's not.
It'd be. You should honestly put it on there though, because then it's an automatic conversation starter.
But I can drive.
Okay, fine. Put your real one on, and then we write in like tiny font. Can't drive. P.S. Can't drive. And can't drive.
And can't drive. No.
What are you gonna put? Like, what do you think you're gonna end up with? Don't do Gleek again. You already did
No,
that.
I already did Gleek. That's the one I've used. But I'll probably do peanut allergy. I think that's kind of funny. Maybe always on grinder. That's pretty good though too.
Do egg allergy. Egg allergy is so much more embarrassing than peanut. Most people have peanut. Egg.
Yeah. Okay. Fine. Whatever. I'll update the pod when it happens.
Okay.
Sales will be going on. I think. Going into
You
the
can
night.
add some pictures.
I'll add the pictures maybe if I'm feeling it that week, but we'll see. Yeah. So I think that's probably where we'll end it. Just an update on our lives there.
It's like the
But
most chaotic update.
yeah, and I don't know if we ever actually really update. Like, to give an update on our lives, I'm currently I'm going on dates. Kyra's dating. We will continue to try to be more upfront about our updates throughout our interviews.
That's real.
Next week we will be back with another person. So this might be the last chance you have just a solo play between the two of us. So really enjoy and soak
So you
up.
gotta subscribe, soak it up, ask questions, receive answers.
Yeah, we actually have had decreased viewership since we took our break in December, so please like and subscribe because we need to get those viewers back up.
Mom, come on. Step it up.
But yeah, or go back and watch the Taj episode. Is really good.
Oh, you posted it?
Yeah, Taj's episode is really funny. Kelsey's is really good too. So
Okay, cool.
episode 7 and 6, very funny, good times.
And with that,
Swipe out. Swipe Stories is an educational and entertainment podcast video series that is for my thesis project for Barrett the Honors College at Arizona State University. If you have any questions about the educational purposes or the motives behind the Swipe Stories podcast, please feel free to reach out via YouTube and the comments section below, and we will be welcome to any of your questions.